Hey guys, and welcome to the channel of Absolute Quality. Today we are going to take a peek at how to get the best ships, the S-Class ship. So I'm going to be taking you through a few things on what you need to do to specifically get these ships, where you need to go, how you need to get them, how much money you need to bring, because they're a little pricey. So let's go ahead and dive into this thing. So first of all, the very first thing we need is an economy scanner. So the economy scanner can be purchased from the blueprint vendors for your ship. It is basically just a thing where instead of warping to a system and figuring out the economy when you get there, basically you can just look at it before you go, so you don't waste a lot of time. This will literally save you a lot of time trying to find a specific galaxy that you need to be in. Then we need to go ahead and get some money. And by lots of money, I mean lots of it. It honestly just depends on what ship you're looking for, because honestly, an S-Class ship can go from anywhere from $10 million, or units, not dollars, from 10 million to 126 million units. So it really depends on what you're looking for here. We'll get to that in the end, so you'll be able to see exactly what kind of money range you need to bring for a ship that you want. So now we need to look at one of these types of systems for the economy. So with the economy scanner, we're able to actually see some of these specific galaxies. And so what we're looking for are wealthy galaxies. And wealthy galaxies are marked by a few different words. So we can look for advanced, affluent, booming, flourishing, high supply, opulent, prosperous, and wealthy itself. So these are going to be the galaxies that you want to fly into. So you actually have a better chance in these galaxies for these S-Class ships to spawn, just because it's a higher price, so there's a better ship there. So basically we need to find one of these types of galaxies. It shouldn't be too difficult, but you basically, with the economy scanner, it'll save you so much time to find one of these planets. Then it also basically determines what your ship looks like with the race that's there. So you really need to pick the place that you like the most. So if you want a fighter, your best place for a nice S-Class fighter is more than likely going to be in a Viking system, because the Viking are a little bit more warpathy, so the fighter is going to be in their galaxy. You're going to find better explorers in the Korvax galaxy. You're also going to find better haulers in the Gek galaxies. Shuttles are everywhere if you're looking for a shuttle. Then we also need to take a peek at exotic ships. So not only are we looking at S-Class ships, we're also looking at exotic ships. So these ships also spawn, but there's only actually one exotic type ship that is in each system. The style does not change, and it literally is the same ship, except for the roles obviously change every time it lands. But if you are hunting for a specific type of exotic ship, if you've looked up the exotic ships and you know exactly what exotic ship you want, and you see one land on the wherever you're grinding for one, if you see one land and it's not the one you want, I'm sorry, but you need to leave, because you're never going to get a different one there. Exotic ships are somewhat mediocre in storage space specifically, but they actually make up for that in the bonuses that they give for their 3 classes. It's actually absurd that the high bonuses that they get. So now, we're in here, we figured out what galaxy we want, we figured out what race is there, we figured it all out. So what we're going to do is we are going to travel there, and we're going to go ahead and head to the space station. We're going to ask for some directions, and when you ask for directions, they're going to give you a place of interest, which is one of those trading outposts on the planet. I think this is the best place to sit, specifically because ships continually launch and land. Like, they consistently land and leave, and then more land and leave. It'll just be a lot easier for you to just kind of sit there and stand in like the open area and not have to keep jumping over or sit in a giant hangar bay inside the space station. But this is literally where the grind begins.
Hey guys, this is editing Chase, so this is past Chase. So I completely forgot about one simple thing that you can actually do rather than going to the space station. It's honestly way easier. Basically, you just go to your technology or your utilities, and you go down there and you click right on scan for trade outpost, and it's the easiest way, honestly. So sorry about that, but that's easier. Don't go to the space station, just hit that.
We have a massive wait. But the good thing is you're actually able to scan the ships with your scanner, so you actually don't have to move. You can kind of just sit there and kind of rotate and keep scanning ships. So when you see a ship, basically this little window will pop up, usually where the window for your animals or your flora or stuff, your planet, a little window will pop up, and it'll actually give you the name of the ship, the class, the number. So it'll give you so say it's like a fighter S class. So it'll give you the fighter, the S class, so it'll give you the name. Then it will also give you the slots plus tech slots. So there will be a number plus another number. Then on the very bottom, it will give you the price. So you can kind of see if you have enough money for this ship or if you need to pass on it because it is too much. But basically, scanning the ships from the inside of the trading post will definitely allow you to not be obliterated by the horrible freaking atmospheres of planets. Because if you get sent to a planet where it's negative 300 degrees Celsius at all the points and it's a frozen planet, well then guess what? You're chilling inside that trading post, just scanning ships, and then when you find one, you can run out there and buy it. So it's pretty successful. I think it's a really good way to sit. In the wealthy economies, like the ones I showed you earlier, the spawn chances for an S-class ship are around 2%. So the stats randomize every time it lands. So if you do find an S-class ship that you very much love, and it doesn't have the right rolls for you, and you don't like the rolls that it was given, then you can go ahead and just wait for it again. It's going to be another grind, but you might be able to find it again with better stats. So if you do enjoy a certain build of a ship, so a certain design, that's probably what you're going to have to wait around for. So I'm going to give you in detail the best possible rolls for every single ship. So for every single ship we have the fighter, the hauler, the explorer, the shuttle, and the exotic. So right now, you don't really know any of the actual good, like, slots and stuff that you want for a specific ship, but I'm going to give you that right now. But note this, that you probably are not going to be able to get every single thing that's possible in here, that what I'm about to tell you. It's very random every time, and I guarantee you it's going to be literally winning the lottery to get one of these ships that has every single stat that I'm going to show you here. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the fighter. So the best possible fighter that you can get is one with 38 slots. It will have 8 tech slots, so it would be a 38 plus 8. It will have a 60% damage boost. It will also have a 25% shield boost. And that fighter is actually going to run you around 57 to 58 million units. So you're looking at a very high pricey ship there. So next one, we're going to move on to the hauler. So the hauler is actually the one with the most slots. So this one, the best possible one you're going to find is one with 48 slots. It will have 8 tech slots, so 48 plus 8. And then it will also have a 20% damage boost, a 60% shield boost, and a 35% hyperdrive boost. So the thing about the hauler is that if you find one with 38 slots, you're looking of upwards to 48 slots. You're looking at 126 to 127 million units. So that very high end is the specific hauler. Like it is the hauler. Moving on to the Explorer, so the best Explorer that you can possibly get is, again, 38 slots plus 12 tech slots. It'll have a 25% shield boost as well as a 65% hyperdrive boost. Now this Explorer is going to run you anywhere from 39 to 40 million. Again, these are just estimates of like the highest range. So even if you drop it by 1 slot or 2, it's probably going to go down exponentially. But just this is the very high top tier of the price range that you're going to be running into. Moving on to the shuttle ship. So the shuttle is a very, very low grade ship compared to the rest of them. The shuttle is very good for a beginner. It's very good to get your first ship a shuttle because it's pretty cheap. So what we're looking at for the shuttle is that the best possible shuttle you can get is a 28 slots plus 8 tech slots. Then it will have 20% damage, 20% shield, and 20% hyperdrive. That's going to run you around 6 to 8 million units. So it's not as expensive as the other ones, but it's just a nice little thing, especially if you're like collecting ships especially if you're collecting like S-class ships to have in your freighter and stuff. This really won't hurt the bank that much. This won't hurt the bank. Then we are going to move on to the last possible best S-class ship you can get, which is the exotic. So the exotic, again, like I said before, it does have a very mediocre storage space. So you're looking at 20 slots for the max. I think 15 is the minimum, so it's actually really a small area for an exotic ship to have slots, but max is 20. and then it can also have only max of 6 tech slots. But again, like I said before, when you had the insane boosts, right? So you were running with 50% damage boost as the highest, a 60% shield boost, and a 65% hyperdrive boost. So you're running around almost 50% across the board. If you can get one with 50% damage and 50% the other two, I would 100% buy that ship, because that is a very, very good price there. And the thing about the exotic ships is that with their mediocre storage space, they actually don't accrue they don't accrue price. So when you have inventory slots, each inventory slots exponentially heightens the price of the ship. That's why such like a hauler with 48 slots is 127 million units, whereas a fighter with 38, which is only 10 less, is sitting around half of that, 58 million units. So the slots actually cause this problem. So with the exotic ship, you're actually only looking around 9 to 13 million units. Obviously, this ship doesn't show up very often, so it's very difficult to get the ship in the first place. But because of that, the ship is actually really cheap, and it's almost around the price range of the shuttle. It's a little bit higher than the shuttle, so definitely a pickup if you really want a ship like that. Definitely. So that is going to be the video for you guys today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more content from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe. Got a lot of No Man's Sky coming. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.